why make anything? What else is there to do? That's my answer. There's nothing else to do besides make stuff. At least that's all I do. And doing anything else is really boring to me. So I guess that's why I make things. I'm also a nerd. I stay in my little world, and I like creating my world. And everyone here probably relates to that, I think. Some of y'all. So that's just what I do. Just sit in my bedroom and try to create worlds that I want to live inside of. That's exciting to me.
So I think generally there's like these, I don't know what the best word for it, but I say like mood. Like there's this like feeling that I have about a certain collection of things or a certain collection of memories, and I want to like evoke that mood to an audience because I want to like share something that I think is valuable or nice, like whether it's something scary or whether it's something funny or whether it's something emotional. But it's less about the emotions and more about like this just general feeling. Procrastination is a big problem, I think, for many of us. And so like you're all motivated to make these things. You get inspired, all this, and then you just don't do it. Like, why aren't you doing it? Why don't you do it?
Yeah, definitely don't do it sometimes. I'll stare at a wall a lot.
Over a certain amount of time, I didn't realize it, but I lost my passion for writing and my passion for drawing. It was just a job, and I had to do it. It was like a grind. And I started trying to schedule time to just like kind of find myself creatively, and I called it poetry time, and I would write maybe some poetry, or I would just like do what I wanted to do creatively. There's sort of a difference between doing what you want to do and being who you want to be. And I was trying to kind of shift it over to being who I want to be by devoting like 3 hours every Tuesday to just this thing I called poetry time, which was just doing art, doing maybe some reading, whatever that thing was. And I wasn't allowed to work, and I wasn't allowed to like get stressed out. So I got a friend, and we call each other at the beginning of it like a meeting. Like you can't avoid this meeting that you have to do, this 3-hour meeting, and call and talk like for a little bit. And all right, what are you gonna do? Like, oh, I'm just gonna play with some Legos, I think, you know. And then I'm gonna try to record a song maybe. And then what happens is over that 3-hour period, it's like a meditation where you like start doing something and it's kind of nice, and then you start kind of, I don't know. And then by this hour 2, you're like, I think I'm done. I have all these emails I gotta do and all these chores and work. And then at some point in the 3rd hour, it comes back and you start like getting into something again. And by the end, you're like, oh, I touched that place again that like made me want to do this in the first place. I found that reconnecting with myself, like my creative identity or something, involves finishing things in a short amount of time that I may or may not ever share with anyone. And I found a bunch of little like games and things that I can do at first it was to trick myself into doing things, and then at some point it becomes like just nice, fun time. So this is one that I'm gonna skip around here, but like little picture books. So this is like a little picture book that I posted online, but like I think I gave myself like 10 minutes something like that, to make a book, and I don't know what it's going to be, and I just like drew these bears. There were 2 bears. It was hard to tell them apart. So they both went home to put on silly costumes so everyone could tell them apart. And then this one, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I have like this egg, and then there's like this baby that comes out of it and it rolls down the hill. And I keep calling it a bad baby, I think. Yeah, and then there's this bird that's all angry at her for like, you know, I told you not to go playing inside of my egg, and now you kind of cracked it. He's like, sorry, he says bad baby. So like, I don't know what that is. It's not for anything, but it's like something that you can like share, you know, like look what I made, and you can share it with a friend. And it just kind of like maybe reconnects you with, I mean, is this me artistic? Is this my creative identity? Like, I don't know. But it's maybe part of it. Like, you can make a spinner. You can just put like, okay, so you have like a bunch of projects that you want to be working on, and you kind of don't want to work on any of them. And so you can be like record a song. I want to do that, and then like make a little book. And then one of them is like actually do my work. and whatever else. And so then you like, you're like, all right, here we go. You spin it. Oh, okay. That's it. And you're like, oh, make a little book. Like, okay. Like, I can do that. That's fine. Like, I didn't really want to, but like, the spinner told me to do it. So now I can do it. So I made this book for myself. I had it printed called Things to Do. And on Monday through Sunday, if you're working on like a big project and it's just like feels overwhelming, or you have a bunch of projects, think about like what in the morning, just have some like tea or coffee or whatever, and think about like, what do I feel like doing? Nothing. What do I think I can do? And like figure out the one task that's gonna make you feel good about like, at least I got that. And figure that out, put that there. And then you put some stars, extra credit points. Where it's like, oh, if I also did this, that would feel really great. And then like a couple more. And then you don't have to go more than that. And then you can put all the other responsibilities, all the chores, all the other stuff you should be doing, all the stuff down here. Now, filling in these little bubbles feels so good. Because you get the one task done, you're like, I did something. I did something and I made progress on the thing I'm trying to do. And if you fill in all the bubbles, it's like, oh my God, what a successful day. And what I was trying to do is trick myself, or not trick myself, but like relearn, instead of feeling bad about not doing the things, feeling good about doing the things. Just like switching that feeling from bad to good.
Say judgment pushes you forward. What if nothing pushes you forward? How do you deal with that?
I mean, come on. Nothing pushes you forward. I mean, you're at this event, like things are pushing, right?
Guilt.
If nothing pushes you forward, you have to throw yourself into a mosh pit. You have to throw yourself into something that's going to push you. That's the only thing you can do. Throw yourself into a situation that's pushing you. And I do that. Because I do struggle with like trying to care about what I'm doing sometimes. It's hard to care sometimes for me. And so I schedule, I'll schedule a pitch. Like when I was starting out on Adventure Time, Frederator is who I was pitching to. It was a small company, and they were making shorts. They had a relationship with Nickelodeon. And this is how Adventure Time started. And they had just had a phone number on their website. And I would just call them and schedule a pitch not having an idea at all in my head. But I had 2 weeks to push myself to do something. And that's how I do a lot. That's how I do almost anything. Is like in Pat too, talking about just scheduling something with your friend. There's this pressure that you have to create the pressure sometimes before you can push yourself to do the thing. Is that all right? Yeah. Woo!
Okay, let's share this book. It's called Two People. Johnny's head is on fire. Jenny's head was on water. When they put their heads together, they just became a foggy of steam with limbs. I couldn't think of the word. Foggy, like mess or something. There's a better word. Someone can. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. And then they were happy. encourage everybody to like do that. It was literally 10 minutes, you know, and like if you make, if it turns out bad, which it always will a little bit, if it turns out bad, it took 10 minutes. Like, what are you going to do in those 10 minutes anyway, you know? And so, like, you can do 6 of these in an hour, and you can get, like, one maybe that's, like, kind of good, you know? Or you can just do it a little bit here and there. But it's fun, you know? So, that's that.
That's Pat.